How's everyone doing? We are going to work on fixing our atlas. Unfortunately, when we migrated, our atlas did not migrate with us. And here we are. Slowly loading. I'm going to do a little atlas exploring, and then probably off stream I'm going to farm. That elephant forever. It's not good streaming content, obviously. I don't know why it's just taking forever to load. There we go. This is one of the situations where I should get rid of all the scrap in my hideout just so it loads fast. I don't remember what we were doing. We were pushing. We were just pushing quickly out. We're looking for Asmiri ranges to farm. Why is it loading so slow tonight? Oh, because I had to put it on Vulkan, that's why. For some reason, after the last PoE update, OBS will not pick it up unless it's on Vulkan renderer. Okay, we are looking for ranges. Ranges? No. I don't know what it actually looks like, you know, from space here. Seems sort of a mountainous map, knowing the town it comes from. Oh well, we'll find it or we won't. I'm gonna head down this direction, I think. Let's see, what do I have in here in terms of these? I don't really need any of these. So we're just pushing low tier maps ahead. Do we have any expeditions? I do not. Okay. We want at least one of these. At least one of these. Fine, I mean, these are all trash basically anyway. I'm just trying to get through. Trying to make headway. Start out in the private league, which is a ton of fun, but missing some items, some stuff we needed, like that spear. So I migrated over so I can finish the build up for a guide. Unfortunately, Alice did not come with me. But my other Atlas had literally 0 arbiters or citadels of any kind, so fresh restart might not actually be all that bad. Go on up there. Go on up. if the direct minions just worked so much better. Sometimes where they're just trying to figure out what you're trying to get them to do, and it's like, I clicked. Just want you to go to where I clicked. That's all. Darn. Do need to manually move them around, otherwise, you know, the ants get stuck. If you've had any experience with the ants, you know that they tend to like walk up to the enemy and just chew it like that instead of burning it. Which isn't bueno. That was a good time. Pre-stack these spears. So there he's biting, where he could just be standing on him for like 100 times faster if he just automatically stood there instead of having to be directed around. A maul? No, I don't know a good maul from a bad maul. I don't want to be. Just checking all that. The nice thing about the solo Southbound League, besides getting to play with friends, is that there's really like no economy. Like everyone just kind of gives things away or barters or whatever. So you get like the satisfaction of helping someone is like the main payoff for giving an item. And sometimes they help you with stuff if you know you're short on liquid emotions. Maybe they have some and trade it for what you have or thing. But when you migrate, it doesn't put you in a good financial situation because you've been spending all game just kind of being a philanthropist instead of a Wolf of Wall Street, so usually don't have like the liquidity to slap a build together very easily. So I would not mind finding, you know, a few bucks in here. A couple of buckaroos. Some doubloons. Shekels. We'll see. Mm. Pretty chill, low density map. I know where all the mobs are. Here's some. Fucking them? Why are they so orange? Oh, so there was a boss in there. He's gone now. Unfortunate. These little crabs there are one of the only beasts so far that has positive fire res. Most of them have a negative or just neutral. So we're thinking we get to hear from up top. Is that the route? It's looking like it. Hey, we figured it out. Just stand on her, please. Just stand on her. There you go. You have to basically force his hitbox into her hitbox. It's kind of a kiss situation. Alright, do we have anything else in this map? Looks like no. Looks like we're clear. I think I say we're just trying to rush through. Don't pull this. Chambers, that's not what we need. One of the only people that up front, as soon as the patch notes hit, didn't seem to care much for the changes to the Atlas, but I've heard mixed things since then, so people were very positive right off the bat, which is unusual. I think they just didn't like towers. But I feel like that this Scarab style replacement is kind of a retreat from trying to do something more innovative with the Atlas. So I was kind of unfortunate to see that the devs maybe got like browbeaten down into accepting I don't know, something less than their original vision, what it could have been. I'm not saying towers were good. I didn't really care for towers either, but there's something in that direction that it's going to be better than Scarabs. In my humble opinion. Keep forgetting I have is this desecrate or whatever corpse on my bar now. Kind of auto explodes the second it hits the ant anyway, so I never get to like use the never get to use the gas cloud element of it. Yeah, and I don't know about anyone else, but I also really do not like not being able to see the rares anymore. Especially when I'm doing like any kind of boss hunting, beast hunting, I mean. It was pretty nice to be able to like see where the rare was and sort of beeline for them. Make sure you didn't kill them on accident if you're looking for a rare beast. Now it's like you just kind of run into them and they'll die sometimes. For example, these spiders, I love these spiders, but I could just walk into one and kill the rare one instantly because I'm so strong. It's not what I want. I mean, maybe that's first world problems, but it's not gonna open. Okay, cool. Spearfloat is nice not only because it has a high chance of proccing the aggravation that we need, because it hits so much, But also in situations like that where I don't really want to be face tanking a whole horde of guys, and I need my little buddy here to catch up. It's a good way to like stall, do stall tactics. Just because the auto maim is so strong. See, like here we have fire resistant spider, which in some ways is useful, but he has no other mods on him, so unfortunate. Poison, I don't like that. There's I don't mind having a boss in every map, like I think that change is fine. And changing the largest maps to be smaller is obviously something they needed to do. A lot of their layout generation is something that the community doesn't seem to care for generally, so changes in that regard are all welcome. But the overall changes I'm not so sure about. Yeah, but build strong. I mean, this is an Go map, but even so. So drop me essentially nothing. Great. What's going on with the map? Are we clear? I guess I don't know. I don't even know if there is a expedition or something of interest in the middle because I don't have it on the map before I go in. Dump any of this. Never hurts to get a T15. Does this add one or remove? Oh, nice. Cool. Sure. He's there. I can't see it. Is it ranges or not? Why is the stream delay so enormous? Oh, for the ant? Yeah, hold on. We have... he's got extra chaos and extra cold and a haste aura. The stun resistant doesn't matter. Because I'm an infernalist, both of those help increase the burn. We have 3, which is hard to maintain. If you have not enough regen or not enough fire resistance, will tick out, and then it'll constantly be dying. In the map, and you're having to like wait for it to come back. So if you can't sustain 3, just use 2. But it is a considerable amount of damage. Like the difference between 20 and 25 is actually like 25% more damage. So it's a pretty big base increase. Feeding Frenzy is great. Again, it makes your guy take more damage, so it makes the Infernal Legion do more, but it's worth it. It's just like always worth it. Searing Flame, he doesn't really hit with his mandibles. I don't really care about that. So yeah, the Ignite works. This makes the Ignite burn a little faster. It's not like a good 6th link. And then I use Minion Mastery. Better, a different build that had more of a zoo, more minions would use Muster. that's like by far a better support. But then you're having to run a bunch of minions, and I'm just not like really a minion player actually. So I don't really want to have all the minions. So I just run them like this, and it's enough damage anyway. You could consider putting fire exposure on, and then he'll auto expose everyone that he touches, which just makes the mapping go a little faster, but you don't really need it because, as you can see, he just kind of snowballs everyone. He doesn't need more damage, but in situations like this, I'm rarely casting the exposure anyway, so it's like kind of all upside if he's doing it on his own. Again, it's more automation. Ooh, what do we got here? A dead man. Okay. There's a lot of corpses exploding. Who's doing this? Don't know. I don't really need to curse or do any of this. It's just like I'm bored if I don't do that. I don't. Like, you could just literally do nothing. But then I think the ant has about 80k. Hold on. Hold on. What's that? I think he's got 70k, 77, 80, something like that. Okay. Clear. Oh, no, we're not clear. Go over here. Yeah, 77. So let's call it 75. It's close to 80. It's more than he needs. I think you could have half that much life and still beat everything in the game, honestly. We're not, there's multiple routes you can take to do damage, right? Like you can get a very large health pool, or you can scale the health pool that you have to do more. So it's like kind of equivalent. It's like whatever your playstyle is. It's hard to get a very big beast like an elephant or whatever. Hey, sorry. It's hard to get a very big beast that goes quickly. Like he's quicker than me, right? He's got a haste aura and it's giving me the haste aura and whatnot. But if you want a fast beast that you don't need to weapon swap, you kind of need to take the route of less health and more scaling. If you don't mind doing the weapon swap, then you can get like a bigger, a behemoth or whatever. You don't need to scale the. Is this the way? Then you don't need to scale the life as hard because there's so much life you don't really need to bother scaling it. So either way, it's strong. What movie are you guys watching over there, Otter? There'd be something based and spooky. Okay, that's definitely based and spooky. Like you could literally just do nothing and just follow the ant around. I mean, you have to direct the ant, but I think Otter's preferred beast has got half the health of the ant, but it's more fire and forget. It's more autonomous. Plus, it's got such a wonky hitbox. I don't think I've retested it, but I mean, it was kind of easy to run the test. But I wasn't seeing really any change in the damage besides a little more damage because it's faster. It has action speed, so it's like nibbling a lot. But that's not really the damage we care about. We don't really care how fast he nibbles. So the whole thing where they're saying, you know, on the wiki that it does like way less it does more damage and takes less damage, that it doesn't appear to apply at least to Infernal Legion. I'm not sure why. It could just be that that's how it's coded. They don't want you to have an enraged beast that actually is like so overpowered. That's like a crazy mod, right? Originally, that was like the mod that we went so far out of our way to farm, and we just kind of assumed that it worked, and it wasn't until we sat down and did testing that we realized, oh yeah, it does actually almost nothing. Makes them attack faster. For an attack-based minion, you know, that's not Infernal Legion, then sure, it's like a cool mod. But that's not really our deal here. If you had a Serpent Shaman or something like that, it'd be dope. If you were using a Beast to break armor, there's a lot of use cases for having more skill speed being cool. It's hard to get. Haste just, I mean, again, they attack faster, which you don't care about, but what it does do is give them mobility. Like, the move speed is actually relevant because the faster they get to an enemy, the faster they burn him. So you could effectively look at it as similar to increased area of effect. I don't think it's as good as that, but it does the same. It does the same role of getting the burn on the target faster. Because whether the area is so big that they walk into it faster, or he runs them down because he's so fast, either way, he's getting on them faster. Let's defer this, and this. Just check through here, see if there's anything. I always feel bad that I'm gonna like miss something. Look. It's almost the whole map. I prefer Haste Aura to Haste because it helps me move. Oh yeah, absolutely. Haste Aura is better than Haste because it helps me move faster as well, which is, you know, totally relevant for bossing. It's one of your best defensive layers, is to just like move out of the way of things. So it's kind of two birds with one stone in that way. It might be worth retesting in Rage, but they didn't have anything in the patch notes, so I assume there's no change. Oh, that person's car is so loud. Yeah, I'm good. A lot of these things are easy to test, but it's a little tedious to set up the beasts. Like, you need two beasts that don't, one beast that has enrage and another beast that doesn't have enrage, but they need to be the same kind of beast, and they also need to have no other skills that add some kind of damage to throw off the test. And then, you know, then you need to do your sample size and yada yada. And it's like, you know, you put an hour down the drain. Just never fun when it's something that's like, we kind of got it already. We kind of already know. If anyone had any like evidence to the contrary or whatever, then they'd be more prone to retest. Frozen Falls. I'm looking for the elephant. Didn't actually check what was on this map. That's another fun thing about the build, is like, we don't care pretty much about anything that's on the map. Like, I've never really paid attention to any of the mods for the last like league and a half. just flame wall. It matters, like even minion resist or enemy resistance, like I don't know, just doesn't seem to matter most of the time. Everything dies. Some like really spooky offensive mods that they might have that might like get past and you know a bunch of crit or something that might kill me. That's like maybe a concern, but even then I have a pretty decent hit pool, so 90% of my deaths are tripping and falling into a bunch of minions that I can't get out of and then getting obliterated. So that's kind of a me issue. That's not really a... Ooh. What's happening here? Run him down, please. So like you'll try to direct him and he'll like just... In that instance, he was just trying to like cuddle up to me. It's like I'm trying to send you around like a missile, but you're cuddling up to me. It's an issue. Is that everyone? I'll be out of depths. Best mods for the elephant? It depends on what your class and your build and everything is. Extra damage that you can use, which again, depending on your class, is pretty much the best. And besides that would be increased AoE and probably haste aura. Something like all damage shocks may be useful because then you don't need to have a shock component to your build, like no shock skeleton. But I don't even use shock, so I don't even know how necessary that is. But you know, that could be 20% increased damage taken. That's not bad. 2 extra damages that you can use, and either increased AoE or haste aura are probably the best. I don't know if you necessarily value haste aura as much on the elephant because the elephant doesn't really walk. You like move it with the teleporting. So like for the ant, it's more important because I want the ant to walk under his own steam. For the elephant, I mean, the aura would still help you move faster, and then you move the ant, so it's still good, but the extra damage mods are pretty much the best. Extra fire is the one that everyone can use no matter what, so that's like probably the single best mod. After that is extra chaos, which anyone can use with the support gem. So chaos and fire, the 2 like combo that would be the absolute like most useful. And then after that, they're all pretty much the same, and it's just the Infernalist that can easily use them. If you get all damage ignites, it's also cool, but it's hard to get 2 extra damages and all damage ignites. I don't think I've seen that actually. And I've gone through many beasts. I need gold too after I migrated. I lost like my entire bank account. I got here and I was like trying to respec some nodes. I couldn't even change my tree. It's so poor. Everything got left in the other league. See, like I forgot to put a curse down in that entire fight against those 3 rares and it's still kind of irrelevant. That's one of the issues with trying to min-max this build is that it's so strong just as is that it's like you don't really need to do a lot of the min-maxing. Which makes me worried that they're going to nerf it, but let's see. They didn't nerf it in 0.2 because no one really knew about it, but now it's had a little more exposure and people seem to know. Got a drink to keep Nightbot happy. Two main ways. The most important is maximum fire res, which you can get pretty much all that you need on the tree right now. Since the changes to the tree, let me pull it up. There is 5 max here, 3 max here, another 3, and another 3 here. So I'm using a diamond to grab these while unattached, which just helps my curse and then saves a couple points. But basically you want to get all the maximum fire res you can get. And that just hugely takes down the amount of damage he's actually taking. And then the next most important note after that is this one here, Vile Mending. That's 3% of its life, which just takes a big chunk out of the G-Gen that it's getting. And where is it? And then I also have one of these, a Heart of the Well, with 3%. I couldn't keep it alive with Legion 3 without this. Maybe 2 would work. 2%, I don't know. Legion 2 is like a lot of damage. It's perfectly fine. I don't think that you really need Legion 3 unless, you know, you'd want to make pinnacle bosses faster or something. But I'm trying to min-max it to the best degree that I can. So. Yeah, most of it you can just get on the tree. You don't even need equipment to make them survive, which is part of what makes it such a great league starter, because you don't really need anything to get your beast up off the ground and rolling. I wish more of these beasts were viable, like those, like the little Roas there that spit out the blood behind them. Like that would be a fun build, just have like a little army of them that run around, put the blood out, but it's not viable, unfortunately. Or maybe it is, and I just haven't figured out how. You'd never know. This is beam. The Ant is maybe one of the fastest mobs in the game, but he also has as much health as like a Dredge Osteodon, like one of the higher health pools. Not as much as an elephant or a Crested Behemoth, but he does have a ton of health, way more than you would expect for how small he is, and for how fast he is. The only downside is that if you leave him to his own devices, his AI is not very good. So he will tend to not burn effectively. So you kind of have to, you know, like run him around, which I don't mind because What's this guy's problem? I don't mind because I have like a background in real-time strategy games, so like controlling a unit is like whatever. It's fun. It's fun for me. And like I said, I'm not really a minion guy, so I would just get bored if I just followed it around. Although Otter plays on console, and he plays on controller, not on console. Excuse me. And he's had issues with the Ant. He can't really control it as well with direct minions. Because what you want to try and do is click on empty ground, like behind the mob, so that the Ant runs through it. But on a controller, if you try to do that, he just clicks the mob, and then he'll run up to the mob and start biting it, which is exactly what you're trying to avoid in the first place. So neat. But yeah, you kind of just use them like a lawnmower and manually lawn mow every mob.
Stay a while and listen.
Wow. Hello, thank you. Just time to watch me die because I'm distracted. We're not used to having chat alerts. What do we got here? Still got one more ritual to find. We have a boss. Excellent. He's invulnerable in that stage, but should have stayed up there, bud. What I kind of like to do is find a support spectre that buffs him, but I haven't really found anything great. There's a new one from the Cultist Islands that has like a smite move, but pretty sure it only works for attacks. I'm gonna have to do, as usual, testing. The, what is he called? Twilight Order Officer is the one, I believe. He's got a nice little aura. Actually, I have like 2 auras, but I can't see the other one doing anything. He has like a war cry that doesn't seem to do anything, and then he has a like a smite aura that he does. Like there, if I'm distracted, like I'm not paying attention to running him over to me, so I'm just getting like nibbled on while he's busy doing whatever he's doing on the other side of the arena. So it's more than anything, the worst part of the Ant build is the AI, I'd say. If it's not that, it's the control scheme, because direct minions to deal with the AI doesn't really work. Alright. Did we get anything fun? We need the little button down here that they had in PoE 1. You hide a bunch of things automatically. Nope. Nope. Okay, what do we got piled up here? I'll take the whittling. I will take this as well. Defer the splinters. Take these. Good, good, good. Oh, don't hit me. I didn't see you there. Well, now you guys are going to turn into XP. Couldn't have done that. You as well. Can I have a moment of peace, please? Oh my god. Oh my god. He was being a G there. He was saving me. He's covering the LZ. Just gonna dump all the things. Continue all can go. Look for the map. Some falls, no. Ice cave, no. There's a lot of forges up in here. I'm glad that Prevy's taken up the build. He's doing his own research. It's come along really well. And one of his finds is the map that the elephant spawns in. But I have to find one. I'm assuming it's here in the mountains somewhere. Are there any closer mountains? I guess I could go over here and sort of start working on these. Can I get into this yet? No. Where's the last? Oh, it's here. Alright. Oh, wait, I don't want to do that. Find a better map. I guess we gotta run down to the pit. I would love it if you could invite this creepy, degenerate little abyss guy into your base so that you didn't need to come down to the well every time to unveil. But maybe it's best that he's not in the base. You know, maybe he's a security risk. I don't know. This guy. I think this is rarity. We'll see. Thank you, my lad. Slash hideout. I don't know why slash home doesn't work anymore. But it doesn't. Probably should bring another tablet, I suppose. Just a couple plus ones will be fine, I think. Should also corrupt down, I suppose. When did I previously attempt this tower? Saying that I did, but I have no memory of that. It's a lot of shield ground. I'm a fan. It was a red beast, but he's gone. I can't see if I can catch him now. Watch out. Potential comment from those sorcerers. God, I'm slow. It's like maimed on top of the ice. It's not a good place to be. We're sustaining. I would usually be upset about the gold, but I actually need it. I'll find like one castaway and my money troubles after migration will be over. Hey. Takes longer for the loot to come out. For the fight to happen. So cold. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in the map. I haven't played a whole lot on the very new patch. Does it tell you if there was like a breach here or something? Or do you have to like walk into it first? It was telling me when there was a ritual, but I had forced that in with that orb, so... or with a tablet, so it makes sense that they would tell me, because I should know, because I'm the one that put it there. Oh, these little spiders got hops. I was trying to read those mods, but okay. Oh yeah, got to this and this. Oh, here, fire resistant. Fire resistant is a really good mod early because it'll solve your sustain problems without having to path all the way through the tree, so you can kind of get going on a lower level. I'll take that. Don't mind if I do.
Exalted orb. An exhilarating sensation of victory.
Oh, everything's so slow on the ice. These pits have turned into anything so far. Oh, mistakes were made. Rolled into an abyss. So we got something out of that one. Pick that up. Yeah, so that's about it. Once again, he saved me. Frozen Falls. Fog. Close to doing this, but I would rather just kind of hunt down this elephant farm. If possible. I think we're going to do one more map and then call it a night. Just doing a quick stream today. No one really wants to see me grind the elephant, I don't think. Nice 6-hour stream of just doing nothing but resetting the elephant map. If I find it. Alright. Cat does not enjoy my streaming activities. She would rather be the center of attention.
Stay a while and listen.
Hey. Wow, an item of my choice? Oh no. Look at that. Oh. Who redeemed that? I didn't see. Oh my God. Okay, what item? I actually gotta get a Valor. Where is Twitch log? Sorry, I cannot see the redeem. That. Is that an item of my choice or an item of your choice? Please tell me it was an item of your choice. Oh my God. Okay. All right. What'll it be? My beautiful scepter. You're gonna ruin that. You're gonna. This is already corrupted. Can't do that. This is already corrupted. That's safe. What'll it be? Ugh. Got some charms. You're probably not interested in ruining those. I have a fairly nice body armor. My gloves are kind of bad. My belt is kind of bad. Oh, my ring is kind of good. Or my amulet. Ooh. You gotta tell me what you want me to hit. Oh, the belt. Okay. You're very kind. The belt is easy. Oh, I can't do it. Let's quit. I don't think anything happened. Did anything happen? Did it get better? I think it was mid when it went in, and it was mid when it came out. How did you get so many Chaos Orbs? That was a lot to spend. Erlen. Still capped, sort of. Yes. Oof. Thank you for being, thank you for being generous and not making me like possibly lose my scepter or mind necklace. I need to take some of these in here, honey. I know. I see. I see. We got a cat in real life. Okay, where was I? I don't think anyone had ever redeemed one of those valid before. Because we did set it to be... Oop, I fell. We did set it to be relatively high so that people wouldn't be bricking our builds. I think the best item I have is probably the focus that I'm not even wearing. There's a +1 minion skills focus that Otter crafted. He's being a craft lord this patch. There's not really an easy way to replace that.
Exalted orb. An exhilarating sensation of victory.
Stay a while and listen.
Welcome, welcome. Oh my god.
Exalted orb.
Thank you, everyone, especially our thanks to Ziz and the team over there for raiding us today, which got us from like, 4 followers up to this goal. Need any of those? I do want to play a reaping staff build soon. Ooh, ooh. Oh, there was an exile there. I don't know. They usually have terrible items, but I like to take them just out of principle. I don't want anything left to their next of kin. Come from me. I do not want your next of kin getting any of your family heirlooms. Those are going to get vendored by me at the pawn shop. Yep. Don't kill him before he gets infected. Okay. I think he's dead. Oh, there's a boss. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the map changes, honestly, but hopefully it's temporary and they've come up with something even better. Just stand a little to the right. No, a little to the left. She's got a small hitbox. Okay, there you go. Now we're in business. Just kind of wait this out. I mean, the elephant would have done that faster, granted. But most of that was like me trying to position the ant just properly inside of her little hitbox. She's tall, but she has like a narrow hitbox. It's hard to get in there. None of these look any good. I'll take those. And I'm out. Alright folks, like I said, a small stream tonight. I'm going to continue the hunt for the Asmiri ranges, and then we're going to catch a big boy elephant. And probably just use it for bossing, but I mostly need it for myth busting and testing. Oh. Is that a forbidden untainted paradise there? Maybe. Find out soon enough. Alright, everyone. Thank you for dropping by. And thank you again for making me vol a less expensive item. Appreciate it. I think Otter will be streaming this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to see whatever he's doing some hardcore stuff, I think. Catch him then. Tell him to take it easy.